So this is the part of parenting I do not enjoy, and that is walking to pick up the children from school. I think I definitely prefer when their father is working from home and he can take that break and we two tours in 3 minutes come and pick up the children. But it is what it is. So there's definitely some pros to this because I walk so often. I am pretty much okay for my upcoming 5K with Sigma, Sagicor Sigma 5K. And that's a life lesson. Life has taught me that sometimes we don't like a lot of things that's happening around us, but it is preparing us for something else to come. But that's one thing about life though. You might be going through your struggles, your trials, and you want to get there quick. You want to get out of it real quick. Like, why the hell am I going through all of this? What's the purpose? But at the end of the day, whatever it is that we are going through and we do not like it, at the end of the day, it is for our good. What we're going through now is preparing us for what is to come. We will be better able to handle it. We'll be better able to get through it easier. But right now, while we are going through it, it doesn't seem that way. But because I take this route ever so often, you know, over time I don't get tired anymore. So walking the route, I don't get tired anymore. But when I just got started, it was the hardest thing I could ever think of. But then at the end of the day, the reward at the end of the journey is the greeting of my children, how happy they are to see me, and the run and the hugs, and even the hugs from my children's friends is part of the reward at the end of the walk. But we have to do the walk to reap the results. All gone. Alright, Shama, so what was it like preparing for PEP? Grade 5, like, since you're in grade 6 now.
Grade 5 PEP, for preparing for it was you as the individual, as a student, didn't have to do much work because the teacher already gave us practice tests. The practice tests were very challenging. So when the real PEP come, it was a piece of cake because the practice tests challenge you enough to make you smarter and to make the PEP test a piece of cake.
Alright, so what were your results like? Did you get back your results?
I did get back my results.
And what were the results like?
Okay, let me just say what it was. So there was proficient. No, were they 2 highly proficient? 2 highly proficient, 3 proficient, and 1 proficient was 1 mark away from highly proficient. Alright,
so if he wasn't clear, the grade 5 PEP was divided into 4, right? And 4 subject areas, and for 3 of the subject areas he got proficient, right? So he was very proficient in those subject areas. And then there was 1 that he was missed highly proficient by 2 marks, right? And that was math, right? He says this one, I remember it as 2, right? Alright, so this goes back to what I was saying on my way for them. I did not prompt him or anything. I just asked him the question on our way back home. That's what I was saying, the same thing, that when you practice and you put in the work and you do it over and over, when you actually get to the destination, like he got to the test, then it was much easier to do. It seemed easier because leading up to it, he got all the practices that he needed to do. Alright, Mallory, for you, I'm going to ask you, the first time you were asked to sing at church, how did you feel?
Nervous, extremely nervous. I think the first time I remember on video or at church or singing was I was singing one of my favorite singers' song, and I basically just read the words and I still had to call my mother up to help me.
All right. And how is it now? If you're asked to sing tomorrow,
I practice, and I wouldn't feel so nervous because I still have some songs that I practice or still have some songs that I still listen to, even though I don't have anybody asking me so recently.
Okay, so you're preparing in the event you're called upon.
Yeah.
So if they call you tomorrow, you have something to pull from the hat to say, oh, I can sing this song, and you might not need so much time to practice it. But would you say your singing or your performance improved?
Yes, because the first time I was very still, I was very quiet, and I didn't really sing. I mostly spoke.
Alright, so both of them sing, right? But Shamal, not so much as Mallory. I think it's because I'm shy. Are you, Shamal? Is that the reason why?
A little bit.
Okay. But when they do sing together, then the church is blessed. You would agree?
Yes. Yes.
You would agree that when you both finish singing and church over and they tell you, oh, you guys, you sound so good and you should sing some more and all of that. Shamal, since you started singing, do you see any improvement in how each time you go up there?
I haven't been upstage for a while, so I don't quite remember, but I'm sure there was improvement.
Yeah, sure there was improvement. Alright, so what's your message to the world when it comes on to doing what you want and practicing? What would you want to say? One at a time.
Okay, so I would say work hard and do it and practice. Yes, practice and practice. At the end, when you reach your goal or the place to achieve your goals, it will be easy and accomplishable.
Alright, thank you so much.
Practice, practice, practice makes perfect, because you can start from small to the point you don't want to do it, but then the more you practice or the more you come to realize that you actually like doing it, the better you can get to do it.
Alright, thank you, and there you have it, from my lips and their lips. To reach one who wants to reach, just do the work and practice.
Exactly.